State Bank Vice President and Commercial Banking Officer Aaron Dubois, and Vice President and Branch Manager Jim Sykes. Great to have you here.
Well, thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yes,
Yes.
already, 2025.
Aaron and Jim and CSB joining us for a monthly feature designed to help you hold on to more of your money, save your money, and today we're going to talk about, Christmas. But before we get to that, you guys have a big announcement.
We do. We are open.
Open!
All right, woo! Definitely.
Well, congratulations.
So,
Yep.
when we were both there.
Opened up on January 7th. So just getting the word out. It's been a little slow traffic-wise, but it'll pick up. People are realizing we're there. A lot of the folks, we've had a lot of people that have already banked with Chelsea State Bank, maybe live in Grass Lake and come this way towards Jackson to do their shopping and saw our signs and stopped in. So everybody's welcome.
Good point. So January's slow everywhere. So it'll pick up when the weather improves,
Right.
I'm sure. You guys have that beautiful building on Wisner, 611 South Wisner, and you want everyone to
North.
come in.
North
North Wisner, sorry. Sorry to the people who live at 611 South Wisner.
That's where all the traffic went.
So what's going to happen on grand opening day?
We're going to have a ribbon cutting. Yes. It's February 12th from 4 to 6 p.m. 4:30 is the actual ribbon cutting, and all are welcome to attend. So we're pretty excited about that. All of our staff are geared up for it. We have all of our staff that we used to drive to Chelsea, and we all live here in Jackson. Now we're just driving to 611 North Wisner.
Yep.
So stop in and see us.
And for the grand opening, we're also doing it as a, to raise some for the Salvation Army. So if people want to bring a canned good or non-perishable, we will get that down to Salvation Army. So a nice way to give back a little bit in the community.
Awesome. You'll also be showcasing the work of some local artists on your ribbon cutting day.
Yes, we are. We're getting some photographs from Coley Kennedy. Introduced him to Nicole Bell and to Joanne Rao, and they both really liked his work, so we picked out a few, and they're all showcasing Jackson. He's got a really nice selection, and I think they're going to look great. We're expecting to get a couple of them up installed this week, but they will all be up by February 12th for the ribbon cutting. So,
Awesome. And you've got that beautiful mural on the
Right.
building.
yep.
And we also have Dale Fisher.
Yep.
We have a photograph from Dale Fisher.
Yep.
I think it would be the Hot Air Jubilee, one of his nicer pieces. So.
Yep.
And so we're really excited about having that. So we have a lot of different artwork that displays different places in Jackson County. So whether it's a farm location or downtown Jackson, it'll be on showcase in our new branch there.
All right, make plans. We'll see you next month for the ribbon cutting. So yeah, we're almost a month out of Christmas. Some homes, like mine, there's the tree's still up. The reminders are still there. But for others, reminders are coming in the mail, bills.
Right.
They do come. So.
They do come.
Yep, and I think like we talked about the last time we were on, probably quite a few people probably spent a little bit more than they were planning on. So when you get that bill, those bills, sometimes it's a little bit of sticker shock. But it's just important that you really want to get started paying those down. Having a budget in place so you know what's coming in, you know what's going out. Aaron, you want to?
Yeah, so you can also, it's 2025, so it's January, like Jim mentioned, you want to budget for that. If you have some extra payments that, let's say you received a salary increase, because that's what happens usually at this time of year, go ahead, maybe make some extra payments, set up your budget so that, each each month or the next, 3 to 6 months, you can get some of those extra payments into those either credit, the credit card payments, especially the holiday bills, making sure that you, on the negotiate interest rates, that would be a, per lender type of, you could reach out to your credit card company to see if they would do that. The biggest thing on that takeaway would be if, let's say you had a late payment, but it was your only one. So maybe that would be an opportunity where you could actually go ahead and work with that company and find out if you can get that waived because that was your only time. So
Most credit card companies are going to be really good. Like Erin said, if it's your first late payment, they will usually be pretty good about doing a refund. You just don't want to make a habit of of the late payment. So
right.
I would imagine there are a number of people that started a credit arrangement at Christmas time. A lot of places encourage you to, why don't you open the credit card? You got this and that, and you can put this on charge right off the bat.
you want to make sure you're staying up with them. And you're right. Just about every place you go, hey, we'll give you 15% off your first purchase for today. If it's worth it, you're making a big ticket item, it's probably worth it. Most of the time, I don't know so much if you're going to spend, $50 at a department store to get $7.50 off is probably not worth the hit on your credit. But the biggest thing is being prepared for next Christmas, having some savings going towards that, or whatever you want to save for. To be honest, through Chelsea State Bank, we've got what's called Plinkett, which is automated savings tool.
Not Plinko. You can't win $20,000.
No, you cannot. But it's very neat. It's like I said, it's automated, so you set your own goal. So if you want to set it up for next Christmas and you want to have $1,000 saved, you can do it on a weekly, monthly, bi-monthly basis. Have money put basically from the checking account that you have set up, and it goes into a savings. So you have complete control over it. You can basically reward yourself. So if you set it up and say you want to do $100 a month between now and the end of the year, if you keep to that, it'll automatically pull that 100 each month. And if you get to what the goal that you're establishing, it will reward you with, say, $5. And you can also set it up to penalize yourself if you don't do it, where it might penalize you, say, $8. But you've got complete control over that. So you're not going to get penalized, but some people, that's like a little added push to really keep up with your savings plan. And like I said, if you can set it up to do an automated move, you really don't miss it as much. So
This is the modern equivalent of a Christmas club.
yes, it is.
Correct. Yes.
Yep.
Can you take, if you got an emergency, the dishwasher breaks, do you need to dig into this?
You can. Yep. You just would want to set it up that without a penalty. And like I said, penalties are very, very small. But you bring up a good point. When you have those emergencies come up, and I know we talked about it the last time, having that home equity line of credit in place, so when the emergency pops up, you've got the funds at your disposal. I don't think anybody wants that furnace to go out in the next few days and not be able to get that fixed as quickly as possible. So and the rates can be considerably cheaper with a home equity line of credit. It's going to be tied to prime, which is 7.5 right now. So you're looking at, say, a single-digit interest rate, where on your credit cards it's probably triple or even quadruple that with what you're paying on the credit card.
And really, credit card rates vary all across the board. There's not any, I would guess, typical standard rate for a credit card. It can be anything, right?
It's basically up to the company.
Correct.
Whatever.
And based on your credit
Yep.
and your
Absolutely.
repayment history, and that goes, also to the business side of it. So, business owners, definitely this is the time of year to look at a business line of credit for their company. Maybe they don't need something right now, but you never know down the road. Maybe they're their furnace or their, something goes wrong and something happens in the business and you need some extra funds. Well, this is the time to look at that when you have your year-end statements, so.
And with the line of credit, as long as you aren't drawing from it, you're not paying any fees or interest, are you?
Correct. Usually there's a minimal fee to set it up, an origination fee, just for the bank where we are paying our back room, as well as all of our salaries to get that open. But if you're not borrowing on that line of credit, you don't pay any interest. So,
Now, is
correct.
this, with this, is this an app? So you could just look
Mhm.
at it
Oh,
every,
It is an
yes.
app, but you have to go through Chelsea State Bank's online to be able to sign up for it. It used to be a standalone app, but they've recently changed it where you have to go through, and Chelsea State Bank's not the only bank that has it, but you have to go through your bank's online banking platform in order to hook up with Plinkett.
so every week you can just take a look and see, oh, you're getting rich
Yep.
Right.
before your very
Definitely.
eyes while you're sleeping.
And you're saving for next Christmas, right?
Yes, that's
Or
right.
the next vacation, or,
Yep.
you know.
Or, like I say, both my daughters, Emma and Mary, are married, so I don't have any weddings that I have to save for. Erin, on the other hand, her daughters,
Yeah. One's,
it's-
yeah.
yeah, so you can save for everything. Doesn't have to be Christmas.
Right.
Weddings.
One, yeah. One's already graduated from college, and the other one is in college now. So.
As soon as you think you got them off the payroll, they do
Right.
something like get engaged.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Is it a 2025 wedding?
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet.
No.
We'll start saving anyway.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, you never know.
definitely.
Never too soon to start
Right,
saving for a wedding.
That's right. It can happen. Now, we're seeing ads for these tax preparers. They'll give you your refund before you even file or on the day you file. Is there anything to be wary about with those kinds of things?
I would say whatever they're
Yeah.
going to charge you for that, because it's not free. So if it's a percentage of what you're going to get, you just have to be very careful that you're reading the small print on, hey, everybody wants to have it faster, but what's the expense? What's it going to cost you to get that refund in 2 days as opposed to 2 weeks, 2 months? What we're
Yeah,
told.
or a
And you're right,
couple
2
months.
weeks. It has the speed at getting a refund has improved.
Right.
So it might not be worth whatever the cost is if you can just hang on a couple
Right.
weeks.
Right.
And that refund, you might want to think about paying those Christmas card bills off.
That's right.
So again, bankers, we like to have,
Right.
you
But a
still
lot of-
look at that
Right.
opportunity.
But a lot of folks get those refunds and go out and buy, the bigger screen TV that they might need or might not need. But it's important to just put some money aside, have it ready for that emergency. It's going to come. You just don't know when. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So not only do you open a new branch in Jackson County, I think this is the first time Chelsea State Bank has done this in decades, right?
25 years. Yep, it
25
was
years.
Yes.
Year 2000 back when they opened up the Dexter branch.
Very strategic in, our growth opportunities. So we look at, look at it high level and consider each opportunity. So it's going to be an excellent opportunity for us here in Jackson.
So you've got a track record of being conservative about how you grow, but once you made the decision, you're all in.
Correct.
Yep.
We are all in.
So have you had to add staff to?
We actually did. We've got a staff. Myself, Erin is there full time. I've got our lead teller, and then 2 full-time CSRs and 1 part-time CSR. We added the 1 full-time and the 1 part-time CSR, our new hires too. But everybody is from Jackson, which is
Yes.
nice. People, when you come in, you're going to see a familiar face.
Yes.
Yes, and you'll see all these people at the basketball games and the hockey arena and at the
Yep.
Big Brothers event and
Grocery stores,
Grocery
Yeah.
stores.
you'll
yeah,
see them.
nice.
Exactly.
So if someone's never had a relationship with Chelsea State Bank, what what's involved in getting started and coming in and having you be their branch manager?
It's very simple to open up an account. Just bring in a valid piece of ID, your social security number. It's a simple process. We
Right.
got a great staff that will take the time to find out what's going to be the best account that fits you and your needs, and go from there. It's not a cookie cutter approach. So depending on the types of balances you like to keep in your checking and your savings, CDs, or we're going to work with you to get you into the best products that Chelsea State Bank has to offer.
And for a business customer, potential business customer,
Correct.
what do you need, Aaron?
We would need, how they're established. Are they, set up as a S Corp, C Corp, LLC? We would need their tax ID numbers, and we'd need the information on the business owners and who is going to be the signers. But it's really easy. We, help walk through that with each owner. So, and we can have them meet directly with myself, and then obviously the branch team with Jim and some of our lead CSR customer service representative, and we can get those accounts opened right away. And a lot of times the accounts also come with a commercial loan, a line of credit like we talked about before. So it's really an easy process. And we already had customers in the Jackson market before we opened our branch here.
Sure.
So
Nice. Jim, what kinds of refreshments are you going to have at the ribbon cutting?
Well, actually, we're going to be using, can I say that?
yeah, I think so, yeah.
Love Pasta is going to have some like light hors d'oeuvres for us. Beer, wine, coffee, water.
Yeah,
We always
so-
have suckers at the bank, so
Suckers and
dog
mints.
biscuits if you want to bring your furry
Right, for
friend
the
with you,
kids,
that's fine too.
for the little kids, yes.
Right, right.
Well, that
you'd be
sounds like a reason.
More big people like suckers than little kids.
All right, well, having Love Pasta cater your event, that's, one more reason to go.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Great to have you both here. If anybody has issues, questions, wants to get started with that app or a loan or an account, you're ready and open,
Yep.
just stop in.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Exactly. Thank you.
Well, congratulations on opening officially in Jackson. Thanks for coming in today.
Well,
Thank
thank
you, Bart.
you.
Appreciate it.
You bet. From Chelsea State Bank, Vice President and Commercial Banking Officer Aaron Dubois, and VP and Branch Manager Jim Sykes.